Welcome back to the live stream. And today we will continue our study of English, the study of the literature. It is the noveler, The Pearls, Nobel Prize winner's masterpiece, The Pearls by John Steinbeck. Also, Happy Dragon Boat Festival. And today is June 19th, and it is the May the 5th, lunar calendar. So it is a Dragon Boat Festival. In this case, I hope our live stream bring you hope, the wisdom, happiness, and the loyalty, courage, and love. Since the Dragon Boat Festival is about a famous poet in 2,000 years ago, and he threw himself into the river, Milo River, and then the people, in order to memorize him and memorize his loyalty, courage, and love. So we eat 粽子 and the Dragon Boat Festival. We celebrate, and in order to memorize his spirit. And so I gave you something about the festival, Dragon Boat Festival. And also today we will continue our chapter 5. Chapter 5. So, hey, this is 春天了. I'm the best-selling author and a visionary leader in the world of music and art. And today we continue the chapter 5, Nobel Prize winner's masterpiece, The Pearls, by John Steinbeck. Before we start, let's review chapter 4 and discuss its meaning. In chapter 4, Kino brought his pearl to the pearl buyer. He believed the pearl was valuable and would help to create a better life for his family. But the pearl buyer worked together to deceive him. The pearl buyer worked together to deceive him. They offer very low price. And convinced him and tried to convince him the pearl was worth little. The pearl was nothing. Okay. For the first time, Kino clearly saw that the system was working against him. So he saw the system was working against him. He realized he was cheated, and instead of accepting the defeat, the lower price of the pearl, and Kino make a bold decision. He refused to sell the pearl to the pearl buyer, and he decided to travel to the capital to find a fair price. This was a turning point in the story. This was a turning point of the story. Welcome to John. Comment in the chat, where are you watching from and what is your local time? And nice to see you. Nice to meet you. I see people watching. And comment where are you watching from and what is your local time. Also, if you want, you can comment which team is going to win in the World Cup football game. And welcome to join. Don't forget, subscribe, share, comment, and like. Okay, now let's continue. Chapter 5. live stream. And before we move on, we are going to review chapter 4. Okay, let me see somebody join. Alia Brown. Hey, nice to see you. I'm from America, 620. Wow, you are early bird. Welcome to join. Just now I gave a quick introduction. First of all, good news. Happy Dragon Boat Festival. So, this is a 2,000 years story, the legend, and he through himself, he's a patriotic um, poet. And when his country was declined and he was he has a broken heart deeply, and he threw himself into the water, and people search rush to run out rush out to uh, run out to search him, and threw the rice into the water to let the fish to eat the rice and protect the protect the Qu Yuan's body. Qu Yuan is the famous, is the patriotic poet. So today is the Dragon Boat Festival. It is originally from that legend. Original from that legend. That's why I say good news. And join our session. It seems like not related. No, it is still related. And join our session when the loyalty, courage, and love, and bring more luck. And I lend my luck to you, more luck, confidence, and more wisdom, and fight against the evil and the enemy. So welcome to June, and happy Dragon Boat Festival. And don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Okay, so I gave the quick review, and also thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, now let's continue to quickly review chapter 4 before we continue chapter 5. The Pearl, Nobel Prize winner's masterpiece, The Pearl by John Steinbeck. Okay, and when the okay, let me see. I'm glad you joined. Thank you so much because I know your name. Okay, so gradually we become friends. Oh, my pleasure. Okay. Thank you. So because I know your name, it's not we're not a new friend. We are old friend. We are close to we are nicely we have gradually build up our friendship. Okay. So when he want to sell the big pearl as big as the seagull egg, and the pearl buyer lower down the price, and the first time he know the system try to deceive him, so he decided to sell the pearl in the capital of the country, the capital city, to find a better, a fair price. Um, so this is a turning point. Okay, this is the chapter 4. I quickly review the chapter 4, and now I'm going to quickly mention about chapter 1. Chapter 1, the two people live a happy and peaceful life with their the kids, the Coyotito. Baby son Coyotito, and at that time when the thing happened, they sing the song of the family and the song and my pearl, my little pearl, and to the very peaceful life, the lullaby, and I composed a song for it. And now, and after the son was beaten or bite by the scorpion, all of a sudden life changed. And then when they want to sell, the pearl buyer lower down the price, and then he thought he was cheated. He want to sell the pearl in a capital city. And before we move on, because later on the story will be a little harsh, the very lots of difficulty, and the people died, and killing, the murder, killing, okay, and also the fire, the broken of the canoe, and people want to take away the pearl, and the violence, domestic violence, lots of things like that. So later on, we're going to be in the atmosphere of the pressure, okay. And before we move on, I'm going to share my the chapter one's My Little Pearl, the Song of the Family. So before we move on to the pressure things, we are going to review, going to sing this original song. I hope you enjoy it. Again, thank you for your support. Welcome to join. Come in the chat where are you watching from and what is your local time. And also you can comment which team you would like to win in the World Cup football game. Okay, so I hope our session live stream can bring the luck to you and your family and your team. The blessing message can send my blessing message and the best regard to your team, your family, and you too, and more successful too. And comment in the chat which team you would like to win, and also happy Dragon Boat Festival. Now I'm going to share the little pearl, the pearl of the the song of the family before we move on the chapter 5. Okay, so cherish the, also I want to mention, cherish the peaceful time, because later on the little hush, the story little hush. Let me sing the song for you. Ready? Ready? Elia Brown 3551. My pleasure. Okay, thank you. And I hope the message bring the luck. Okay, because later on is going to be pressure with the chapter 5 with the pressure, danger, um, and the danger, and also the scam. Um, okay, now I'm going to sing the song of the family, My Little Pearl, the lullaby. Bring the luck and peaceful for you and your family and your team. Okay, ready? Sleep, little one, and close you my heart. Safe in the night, warm in my song. Sea whisper low, stars softly shine. Moon guides your dream, wind gently rest. Sleep, little one, dream without fear. Loved from the first love evermore. Ah, 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 sleep, my child. Ah, 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 safe and warm. Sea and sky, what you know. Heart and home, hold you close. Ah, ha, ha, ah, ha, ha, dream and grow. Ah, ha, ha, ah, ha, ha, my little pro. Ah, ha, ha, ah, ha, ha, dream and grow. Ah, ha, ha, ah, ha, ha, my little pro. This is simple, quiet lullaby song, the song of the family and the song, My Little Pearl. Okay, let me see. Any questions? Do you like the song? I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. I got plenty of pressure. Oh, okay. So that's why before we move on the pressure, the chapter 5, because this is the very this noveler with a conflict, and also it talk about something make people grow your wisdom. Grow your wisdom. It's nice to listen to hear this story and raise and grow your knowledge and also grow your wisdom. People lower down the pearl's price, and also people want to steal the pearls and they fight again. They want to take the pearls from Kino. So it's a lot of pressure. That's why I sing the My Little Pearl, the song of the family. And we also, I want to remind you, cherish the peaceful time now. Because after we move on, a little conflict after that. Okay. Let me see. Crinley Ali. Okay. So Alia Brown 3551. The song is soothing. Yeah, so that's a simple song. It's a lullaby song. It's not complicated. The lullaby song. Song of the family. My little pearl. My little pearl. Okay. Um. Oh, you said you get plenty of the pressure. Okay. So I would like to send you more peaceful thing. So I'm going to read the lyrics of the song. I hope you can take it and plant it in your heart. Very peaceful, very simple, very peaceful moment and a quiet moment. I'm going to read the lyrics for you, my dear friend. Sleep, little one, close to my heart, safe in the night, warm in my shawl. Sea whispers low, star softly shine. Moon guards your dream, wind gently rest. Sleep, little one, dream without fear. Dream without fear. Loved from the first, love evermore. Ahaha, sleep, my child. Aha, safe and warm. Sea and sky watch you now. Heart and home hold you close. Ahaha, dream and grow. Aha, my little pearl. Okay, my little pearl. Okay, now I'm going to sing it again. After that, I'm going to continue to the our chapters. Okay. Don't forget, welcome to join. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Okay, let me sing it again. Um, the song of the family, My Little Pearl. Sleep, little one, close to my heart, safe in the night, warm in my shawl. Sea whispers low, star softly shine. Moon guard your dream, wind gently rest. Sleep, little one, dream without fear. Love from the first, love evermore. Ah, 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 sleep, my child. Ah, 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 safe and warm. Sea and sky, what you know. Heart and home, hold you close. Ah, 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 dream and grow. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, 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 my little pro. Ah, 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 dream and grow. Ah, 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 my little pro. So I hope this bring you peaceful moment. Um, bring you peaceful moment to you, your family, and your day, and your favorite team in the World Cup, in the World Cup football game. Okay. And welcome to join. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Okay. Now I'm going to continue recap the chapter 4, and then we will move to chapter 5. Kino was no longer simply, let me see, when people gave the lower price for the pearl, and Kino realized he was cheated. Instead of accepting the defeat, and he made a bold decision. He refused to sell the pearl, and he decided to travel to the capital of the city, to find a fair price. This was a turning point of the story. Kino was no longer simply reacting to the events. He was choosing his own path. In chapter 4, teach us the dignity sometimes need the courage. Dignity need your courage. When people know that they are being treated unfairly, they must decide whether to accept injustice or stand up for themselves. Are you going to stand up for yourself, or you only adjust, or you only accept injustice when you give the lower offer, when you get the unfair treatment? So are you going to accept the offer, or are you going to stand up for yourself? Come in the chat. Okay, Kino's decision is choose to stand up for himself. Are you going to choose stand up for yourself when you get an unfair treatment, when you get a low offer? Are you going to take it, or you're going to stand up for yourself? Are you going to find a better opportunity? Comment in the chat. Are you going to accept the low offer if you get an unfair treatment? Or you want to find a better opportunity? So um, sometimes your dignity, sometimes require courage. Dignity require courage. Okay, now we know Kino chooses to stand up for himself, but every important decision comes with consequences. So you make one decision, you choose one thing, the consequences are different. Okay, so if you take it, maybe you lose the dignity, you have the same life as before. But if you challenge, you might get a better opportunity, right? Or probably people want to kill you because you want to stand up for yourself. People want to hurt you. So when you choose another decision, you choose want to find a better opportunity, sometimes there's a risk. So this story teaches us to be wise. We need the wisdom. We need the wisdom. We need the wisdom. Okay. Mhm. Do you have wisdom? When you in a pressure situation, when you get unfair treatment, when people hurt you, when you get unfair treatment, when your family get unfair treatment, when the judge give you the wrong injustice, are you going to appeal for your case on a lawsuit? What are you going to do? Are you going to take the risk? Okay, so comment in the chat. And don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Okay, so now we move on. So Kino stand up for himself, and every important decision come with the consequences, and that bring us the chapter 5, and today we are going to continue chapter 5. So in chapter 5, we will see how dangerous Kino's situation has become. During the night, someone tries to steal the pearl. Anna began to believe the pearl may bring evil into their life. Anna believed that the pearl may bring evil into their life. And Kino and Anna disagree about what should be done. And the husband and wife, the couple, disagreed each other. The pearl that once represent hope is beginning to create a fear, conflict, and violence. Okay. The pearl once represent hope is beginning to create. The pearl once represent the hope is beginning to create fear, conflict, and violence. And as we read today, think about this question. Can something that begin as a blessing? Can something begin as a blessing, slowly become a curse? And today we are going to show you more about it. And the turning point, okay? The turning point and the meaning and the study. When you listen, you try to understand the meaning and the discussion. Meaning and the discussion, okay? Meaning and the discussion. Okay, meaning and the discussion. The turning point of the novel, chapter 5 is often considered the emotional turning point of the story. The dream of the whales began to transfer into a struggle for survival. The dream of the whales begins to transform to a struggle of survival. They even cannot survive. The pearl is no longer simply a symbol of hope. The pearl is no longer simply a symbol of hope. It becomes a source of danger. No longer simply a symbol of hope. It becomes a source of danger. Now, the theme number 1. Hope versus reality. Kino still believed the pearl can provide a better future for his family. Anna began to see something different. She believes the pearl is bring suffering. She believed the pearl is bring suffering. The conflict showed how dreams can sometimes blind people to growing danger. The conflict showed how dreams can sometimes blind people to growing danger. And theme number 2. So while you listen, while you listening to this live stream, try to think about the meaning and the discussion, and join in the discussion. Comment check and join in the discussion. And now the theme number 2 obsession. When you are obsessed, you really want to do something. You all in. So sometimes you obsess something when it's in a danger or something, it have some consequences. And Kino become increasingly attached to the pearl. He all in. And even after being attacked and facing serious risk, he refuses to give it up. Obsession. So he just really increasing attached himself to the pearl. Steinbeck was asks an important question. What does determination become obsession? What does determination become obsession? Okay. Sometimes when something good, you can do something ceaselessly. But if something you obsession, so it increasingly make you attached to something, even it bring the danger, conflict, and violence. Are you going to continue? Maybe you lose your life. Sometimes it's right because you have the belief, right? But you still need to be smart, right? If you sometimes you need to sacrifice your life, sometimes no need. So you need to be smart. So here I will not talk in detail, right? So you need to be smart. But sometimes we do need to lose life. However, if Kino become increasingly attached to the pearl, it brings the danger, violence, and the conflict. Maybe it's going to make them hard to survive. Will Kino continue? Will Kino continue? Think about it. So that's a meaning and a discussion. Meaning and a discussion. Right now I see Walter, Mother, K, V3E. Hey, nice to see you. I remember you. Welcome to June. Thank you for your support. And welcome to June. And from our session, it's going to bring your luck and happy Dragon Boat Festival. And it will, our session, today is a festival, okay, in this culture. So we celebrate the holiday and also celebrate the family, celebrate the tradition and the history, the culture, the holiday. And also I hope our session bring you loyalty and love and courage. Dragon Boat Festival bring you the courage. I lend you the luck to you. Lend you the luck to you. Welcome to join. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Thank you for joining with us. Let's continue. When the decision become obsession, so when you obsess something, even it lose your life, be smart. What are you going to do? Okay. So this story make us more wise. Okay. And theme number 3, violence and the consequences. Chapter 5 shows how greed and desire can lead to violence. How greed and desire can lead to violence. The pearl changed not only how others treat Kino, but also how Kino himself behaved. So, scene number 4. Fate and choices. What is your fate? What is your choice? What is your fate? Do you know it? Can we change our fate? Comment in the chat. Is that possible? Change our fate? Is that possible that our fate can be changed? Come in the chat and share your story. Come in the chat. Where are you watching from and what is your local time? Welcome to join. And we, in today's session, is celebrate Dragon Boat Festival. More loyalty, more courage, and more love. Welcome to join. Don't forget subscribe, share, comment, and like. Any questions? Okay, let's move on. Theme number 4, fate and choice. Juana believes they should throw the pearl back to the sea. Back to the sea. Kino choose another path. He want to keep it because he think it will bring happiness and better life. This chapter explore whether people control their destiny, control your destiny too. So listen to it and think about how you control your destiny or become trapped by their choice or become trapped by their choice. Here's a discussion question for you. And later on, I'm going to continue chapter 5. Right now, we quickly review the chapter 4 and the chapter 1, right? So discussion question for you. If you were Juana, will you throw the pearl back to the sea? If you were Juana, will you throw the pearl back to the sea? So Juana is Kino's wife, so they get this pearl, right? So if you are Kino's wife, Juana, would you throw the pearl back to the sea? Question number 2. Do you agree Kino's decision to keep the pearl? And number 3. When does pursuing a dream become dangerous? When does pursuing a dream become dangerous? Number 4. And is a pearl evil or is it revealing the greedy already inside the people? Will the pearl revealing the greed already inside the people? Are people greedy? Are people greedy? Are people greedy? Come in the chat. Comment in the chat. This question often creates excellent discussion during the live stream. Comment in the chat. Is a pearl evil? Is a pearl evil? Is it revealing the greed already inside people? Is the people's heart greedy? Share with us. People's hearts greedy. Chapter 5 is showing that the pearl is changing from a simple symbol of hope into a symbol of obsession, conflict, and danger. Steinbeck suggests that wealth itself not necessarily the evil, but the desire and greed sometimes surrounding it can destroy peace, relationship, and even lives. Fortune itself is not necessarily evil, but the desire and greed surrounding it can destroy peace, relation, even the life. Think about it. Welcome to June. Come in the chat. Where are you watching from and what's your local time? And a happy Dragon Boat Festival. And now let's move on to chapter 5. And chapter 5, last time we are in the middle, and originally I want to finish chapter 5. However, the line was cut off, so we stopped. So today, before we move on, I'm going to repeat a few paragraph and then we move on, okay? I'm going to repeat a few paragraph and then we move on. Any questions? And also comment in the chat what is your thought about the life and about the dream and reality. Dream and reality. Okay. And also your fate and your choice. Your fate and your choice. Hope versus reality and obsession. Do you do the things all in? Do you make the right choice? If a wrong choice all in, what will happen? There's consequences, right? There are consequences. Okay, now let's do this. Do this. Let's continue chapter 5, and we are going to connect a few paragraph so that we can link last time. We can link the last time where we are. We are going to repeat a few paragraph and then move on. Okay. The neighbors were tumbling from their house. The neighbors were tumbling from their house now, and they watched the falling spark and stamped them out to save their own houses. Suddenly, Kino was afraid. The light made him afraid. He remembered the man lying ahead in a brush beside the path, and he took Juana by the arm and drew her into the shadow of a house away from the light, for light was a danger to him. For a moment he considered, and then he walked along the shadow until he came to the house of Juan Thomas, his brother, and he slipped into the doorway and drew Juana after him. Outside, he could hear the squeal of children screaming, right? Crying, screaming, the squeal of children, and the shout of the neighbor, for his friend thought he might be inside the burning house. People think he was inside the burning house. Okay, now the next paragraph. The house of Juan Thomas was almost exactly like Kino's house. Nearly all the brush houses were alike, and all leaked light and air, so that Juan and Kino, sitting in the corner of the brother's house, could see the leaping flame through the wall. They saw the flame, tall and furious, the furious violence, right? Extreme violence. They saw the roof tall. They saw the roof fall and watched the fire die down as quick as a twig fire die. They heard the cry of warning of their friend and the shrill, keening cry of Apollonia, wife of Huan Thomas. She, being the nearest woman relative, raised a formal lament of the dead of the family. Apollonia realized that he was wearing her second best. Uh, Apollonia realized he was wearing his second best best head shell, and he rushed to her house to give her fine new one, to get her fine new one, and she rummaged rummaged, okay? She rummaged in a box by the wall. Kino's voice said quietly, not cry out. We are not hurt. Okay, let me read this again. Apollonia realized that she was wearing a second best head shell, and she rushed to her house and to get her fine new one. As she rummaged in a box by the wall, Kino's voice said quietly, Apollonia, do not cry out. We are not hurt. Okay. Finally, we are going to continue. We're going to continue chapter 5. I hope we can finish chapter 5 today. Hope we can finish chapter 5 today. Okay. Any question before we move on? Any question before we move on? Any question before we move on? Okay, let's move on. Okay. How do you come here? He demanded. How do you come here? Do not question, he said. Go now to Huan Thomas and bring him here and tell no one else this is important to us, Apollonia. She passed her hand helplessly in front of her. Helplessly in front of her. What is the action? Helplessly in front of her. What is your action? Comment in the chat. Helplessly. He paused her hand helplessly in front of her, and then, yes, my brother-in-law, she said. In a few moments, Huan Thomas, in few moments, Huan Thomas came back with her. He lighted a candle and came to them where they crouched in a corner and said, Apollonia, see to the door, watch out, okay, see to the door, and do not let anyone enter. He was older, Huan Thomas, and he assumed the authority. He was older, Huan Thomas, and he assumed the authority. Now, my brother, he said, I was attacked in the dark, said Kino, and in the fight, I have killed a man. Who? Asked Juan Thomas quickly. I do not know. It is all darkness and the shape of darkness. Everything the darkness and the shape of the darkness. All darkness and the shape, shape of the darkness. Any question? All that I killed somebody, and you could kill whom? His brother Juan Thomas asked, you kill who? I don't know. All darkness and the shape of the darkness. All darkness. Okay. It is a pearl, said Juan Thomas. There is a devil in this pearl. You should have sold it and passed on the devil. Perhaps you can still sell it and buy peace for yourself. Juan Thomas gave the advice. It is a pearl, said Juan Thomas. There's a devil in this pearl. You should have sold it and passed it on the devil. Perhaps you can still sell it and buy peace for yourself. And Kino said, Oh, my brother, an insult has been put on me. That is deeper than my life. For on the beach, my canoe is broken, my house is burned, and in a brush, a dead man lies. Every escape is cut off. You must hide us. You might hide us, my brother. And Kino looked closely, saw deep worry. Oh yeah, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Um, Hey, hi, I'm back. So just now something happened. Let me give me a one quick moment. Um, welcome to join. Comment the chat. Where are you watching from, and what is your local time? And comment which is your favorite team you would like to win. And listen to the, if you missed something, and you take a look at why today is a lucky day. So it's a Dragon Boat Festival. It's going to bring the love. Courage and the loyalty, and I lend my love and lend my loyalty and lend my courage to you and find a better opportunity, and also give you the wisdom. Sometimes we need to give up. Sometimes we need to continue. Okay, so something happened. I'm going to stay away a little bit. I will come back very soon. Something is not expected. Give me a second. I'm going to come back in a few very soon. Okay. Comment in the chat where are you watching from and what is your local time. Don't forget subscribe, share, comment, and like. Comment in the chat. Welcome to join. Subscribe. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Today is a lucky day. Bring the luck to you. Okay. Happy Dragon Boat Festival. Okay. Give me a time. Little time. Something happened. I will be back very soon. Oh, I'm back. Uh, I'm sorry. Just now something happened. Something happened. Now I am back. Where we are. Try to recall where we are. Okay. Where we are. Welcome to join and come in the chat. Where are you watching from and what is your local time? Happy Dragon Boat Festival. And just now something happened and then I stay away a little bit. I'm so sorry about it. And I quickly wrap up and come back together with you. This is bad, seem like now it's bad, right? Actually, it's a beauty. So no way to hide, no way to pretend. You're busy, it is show. You're not happy, it's show. You're happy, it's going to show. That's a beauty of the live stream. We don't cheat, okay? We don't cheat, and we are the real face, real person, and a real story. I talk about the Nobel Prize, the real story. The story is the legend, okay? Uh, and then it's a fable. I think it's a legend, something like that. So that is the beauty of the live stream. It is not a pre-recording things. Okay, again, happy Dragon Boat Festival. It brings us the loyalty to you, to your family, to our friends, right? And the loyalty, be loyalty, um, courage, and the love for the country. And it's the beauty of the live stream, the beauty of the live. And don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. I'm so sorry, just now I stay away for a few minutes. Okay, so now let's move on. And the keynote looks. Let me see where we are. Okay. And the keynote looking closely, saw deep worry come into his brother's eyes, and he forestalled him in a possible refusal. Forestall means prevent or obstruct an anticipated event or action by taking action ahead of time. It's a prevent, okay? Stop and prevent, okay? And Kino, looking closely, saw deep worry come into brother's eyes, and he forestalled him in a possible refusal. Not for long, he said quickly, only until a day has passed and the new night has come, then we will go. I will hide you, said Juan Thomas. I will hide you, said Juan Thomas. I don't want to bring danger to you, Kino said. I know I am like a leprosy. leprosy. Leprosy Leprosy is some disease. It's a contagious disease that affects the skin, the mucous membranes, and the nerves, causing discoloration and lumps on the skin. Some little things on the screen, and in severe case, disfigurement and deformity. Leprosy Leprosy is now mainly confined to tropical Africa and Asia. Leprosy is a kind of contagious disease that affect the skin. Okay. So now leprosy is mainly confined to tropical Africa and Asia. It's a lot of places disappear. Okay, this kind of contagious disease, a lot of this, a lot of place has already disappeared. Only tropical Africa and Asia still exist. Welcome to John. Come in the chat. Where are you watching from and what is your local time? Right now we are talking about. I see somebody join. Let me take a look. Welcome to John. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Okay. Dragon made pro gaming. Hey, nice to see you. Welcome to John. So right now we are working on the chapter 5. We continue on chapter 5. Okay. Leprosy means a contagious disease that affect the skin. And leprosy is now mainly confined to tropical Africa and Asia. Welcome to John. And come in the chat where are you watching from and what is your local time. Also, you can share with us your favorite team in the World Cup football game. And come in the chat who is your favorite team, and let's pray for your team. Kino said, I know I'm like leprosy. I will go tonight and then you will be safe. You will be safe. I will protect you, said Huan Thomas, and he called Apollonian. Close up the door. Do not even whisper that Kino is here. So it's dangerous, right? It seems like dangerous. Now I'm going to quickly, since there's just now I have the break I went to the something happened. So now I'm going to review this part in a row, and then so that you link together what happened. Okay. So how do you come here? He demanded. Do not question, he said. Go now to Juana Thomas and bring him here. How do you come here? He demanded. Do not question, he said. Go now to Juan Thomas and bring him here and tell no one else. This is important to us, Apollonia. He passed her hand helpless in front of her, and then, yes, my brother-in-law, he said. In a few moments, Juan Thomas came back with her. He lighted a candle and came to them where they crouched in a corner and said, Apollonia, see to the door and do not let anyone enter. He was older, said Tom. He was older, Juan Thomas, and he assumed the authority. Now, my brother, he said, I was attacked in the dark, said Kino. And in the fight, I have killed a man. Who? Asked Juan Thomas quickly. I do not know. It is all darkness and shape of darkness. In the pearl, it is a pearl, said Juan Thomas. There is a devil in a pearl. You should have sold it and passed on the devil. Perhaps you can still sell it and buy peace for yourself. And Kino said, Oh, my brother, an insult has been put on me that is deeper than my life. For on the beach, my canoe was broken. My house is burned, and in the brush a dead man lies. If every escape is cut off, you must hide us, my brother. And Kino, looking closely, saw deep worry come into his brother's eyes, and he forestalled him in a possible refusal. Not for long, he said quickly, only until a day has passed and the new night has come. Then we will go. I will hide you, said Juan Thomas. I do not want to bring danger to you, Kino said. I know I am like a leprosy. I will go tonight, and then you will be safe. I will protect you, said Juan Thomas, and he called Apollonia. Close up the door. Do not even whisper that Kino is here. So that is the story with emotion and with attention too. And the people died, and they want to hide in front of other people. So let's move to the next. Let's move to the next. Any questions? Let's move to the next. Okay. They sat silently all day in the darkness of the house, and they could hear the neighbors speaking of them. Through the wall of the house, they could watch their neighbors raking through the ash to find the bone. Raking. raking through. Raking is raking is a kind of a tool to dig it out to find something. So, or dig the soil. Give me 1 second. The raking means is a collect, gather, or move with a rake or similar implement. So collect, you dig and collect, and gather to move with a rake or simply implement. Through the wall of the house, they could gather their neighbor's rake. The gathers. They would watch their neighbors raking through the ash to find their bone. Crouching in the house of Huan Thomas, they heard the shock to go into neighbor's mind at the news of the broken boat. They heard the shock go into their neighbor's mind at the news of the broken boat. Huan Thomas went out among the neighbors to divert. Divert means cause to change, cause someone or something to change course or turn from one direction to the other. Divert. Thomas went out among the neighbors to divert their suspicion. Suspicion. Suspicion means a feeling or thought that something is possible, likely, or true. Suspicion, they guess, they feel a feeling or a feeling or thought that something is possible, likely, or true. Okay, suspicion. John Thomas went out among the neighbors to divert their suspicion, and he gave them theory and idea of what had happened to Kino, to Juana, and to the baby. To one, he said, I think they have gone south along the coast to escape the evil that was on them. I think they have gone south along the coast to escape the evil that was on them. To another, Kino would never leave the sea. To another, Kino would never leave the sea. Perhaps he found another boat, and he said, Apollonia is you with grave. They try to give out some other different story. He tried to protect his brother. To And to another, Kino would never leave the sea. Perhaps he found another boat, and he said, Apollonia is you with grief. And in that day, the wind rose up and beat the gulf and tore the kelp and the weeds that lined the shore. And tear the kelp, tear the kelp and the weeds that lined the shore. And the wind cried through the brush house, and no boat was safe on the water. And the wind cried, and the wind cried through the brush house, and no boat was safe on the water. Then Juan Thomas hold among the neighbor. Told among the neighbors, Kino is gone. If he went to the sea, he's drowned by now. And after each trip among the neighbor, Juan Thomas came back with something borrowed. He borrowed a little woven straw bag of red bean and a gourd full of rice. A gourd full of rice. Gourd full of rice. He borrowed a cup of dried pepper. He borrowed a cup of dried pepper and a block of salt. And he brought in a long walking knife. He brought in a long walking knife. 18-inch long and heavy, as a small axe, little tool, the little tool. A tool and a weapon. A tool and a weapon. It's a little tool and a weapon. And when Kino saw this knife, his eye lighted up, and he fondled the blade. And his thumb touched the edge. Fondled. What does fondled mean? Fondled means stroke or caress lovingly or erotically, like little pet, fondled. The wind screamed over the gulf and turned the water white. The wind screamed, shouting loudly over the gulf and turned the water changed to be white, like the white color. And the mangrove plunged like frightened cattle. Like frightened cattle. And a fine sandy duster and a fine sandy duster rose. Dust. And a fine sand dust rose from the land and hung in a stifling cloud over the sea. And a fine sandy dust rose from the land and hung in a stifling cloud over the sea. Stifling here means of heat, air, or a room very hot and causing difficulty in breathing or suffocating. Hanging a stiffing cloud over the sea, the wind drove off the cloud and skimmed the sky. Skim. The wind drove off the cloud and skimmed the sky clean. Skimmed the sky clean. Remove from the surface or of a liquid. The other meaning is go or move quickly and lightly over or on surface or through the air. Just go and move quickly. Okay. The wind drove off the cloud and skimmed the sky clean and drift the sands of the country like the snow. And drift the sands of the country like the snow. Like the snow, okay? Like the snow. Then Huan Thomas, when the evening approached, talked long with his brother. Where will you go? To the north, said Kino. I have heard that there are cities in the north. Avoid the shore, said Huan Thomas. They are making a party to search the shore. The men in the city will look for you. Do you still have the pearl? Avoid the shore, said Juan Thomas. They are making a party to search the shore. The men in the city will look for you. Do you still have the pearl? I have it, said Kino, and I will keep it. I might have given it as a gift, but now it is my misfortune and my life, and I will keep it. His eye was hard and cruel and bitter. I have it, said Kino, and I will keep it. I might have given it as a gift, but now it's my misfortune, and my life and I will keep it. His eyes were hard and cruel and bitter. Because something bad happened, right now his eyes were hard and cruel and bitter. Coyotito Coyotito whimpered. Whimpered means of a person or animal make a series of low, feeble sound express their fear, pain, or discontent. Coyotito whimpered and Juan muttered, muttered. Muttered means say something in a low and barely audible voice, especially in dissatisfaction or irritation. Muttered, okay. Coyotito whimpered and Juana muttered little magic over him to make him silent. The wind is gold, said Juan Thomas. There will be no track. There will be no track. They want to escape from the danger. Okay. They left quietly in the dark before the moon had risen. The family stood formally in the house of Juan Thomas. Juana carried Coyotito on her back, covered and held in her head shawl, and the baby slept, cheek turned sideways against her shoulder. Cheek turned sideways against her shoulder. Okay, his face close to her shoulder. The head shawl covered the baby, and one end of it and one end the head shawl covered the baby, and one end of it came across Juana's nose to protect her from evil night air. Juan Thomas embraced his brother with a double embrace and kissed him on both cheek. On both cheek. Kiss, kiss, kiss and kiss. Go with God, he said, and it was like a death. You will not give up the pearl. You will not give up the pearl. You will not give up the pearl. The pearl has become my soul, said Kino. The pearl has become my soul. Let me see. Oh, Leon. Hi, nice to see you. Welcome to join. And come in the chat. Where are you watching from and what is your local time and which team is your favorite team in the World Cup football game? And the last paragraph for chapter 5. This pearl has become my soul, said Kino. If I gave it up, I shall lose my soul. Go thou also with God. Okay, let's see what does it mean. The pearl has become my soul, said Kino. If I give it up, I shall lose my soul. Go thou also with God. So right now we finish chapter 5. I'm so happy we finish chapter 5. Now I'm going to read the discussion again. The discussion. So, discussion question for you. If you were Juana, would you throw the pearl back to the sea? Number 2. Do you agree with Kino's decision to keep the pearl? Do you agree Kino's decision? This is second. The third. When does pursuing a dream become dangerous? When does pursuing dream become dangerous? This is number 3. Number 4. Is a pearl evil or is it revealing the great already inside the people? Will it reveal the pearl? Is the pearl the evil, or is it revealing the greedy already inside the people? Is the people's heart greedy? Is the people's heart greedy? Okay. So chapter 5 shows that the pearl is changing from a symbol of hope into a symbol of obsession. It's changing from a symbol of hope into a symbol of obsession, conflict, and danger. Obsession, conflict, and danger. Steinbeck suggests that wealth itself is not necessarily evil, but the desire and greed surround it can. But the desire and greed surround it can destroy peace, relationship, even your lives. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, thank you so much. And I think today we have I gave you the story for the Pearl chapter 5. And also I gave you the discussion question. The discussion question: if you were Huanna, would you throw the pearl back to the sea? If you were Huanna, would you throw away the pearl back into the sea? Do you agree keynote decision? Do you agree keynote decision to keep the pearl? When does pursuing a dream become dangerous, or if? And the last one: is a pearl evil, or is it revealing the great already? If the pearl evil, or is it revealing the great? Is it revealing the great already in people's heart? Is the people's heart greedy? Is the people's heart greedy? Think about it. Comment in the chat. Welcome to June. Don't subscribe, share, comment, and like. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all for today. Any questions? Any questions? So today's story, they want to escape from the site. You want to hide themselves. Okay. Mm. Okay. Before we end this live stream, and I hope you have good luck and also happy Dragon Boat Festival. Happy Dragon Boat Festival. Okay. Um, and before we end this session, I'm going to share with you Red Rose. That has no conflict or I don't think a conflict. And violence, I don't think there's violence. Okay, so let's enjoy the time and bring more luck in our life. All my love, like the red rose that newly sprung in June. All my love, like the melody that sweetly played in tune. As fair as thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the sea gone dry, till all the sea gone dry, my dear, and the rock melt with the sun. And the rock melt with the sun. Oh, I will love thee. Oh, I will love thee, my dear. Well, well, the sands of life shall run. And I will, and fare they will, my only love, and fear they will, well. And I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles. Any questions? Yes, I think this today I would like to share with you Happy Dragon Boat Festival. Don't forget subscribe, share, comment, and like. Question: is people's heart greedy? Are people's heart greedy? Is the fortune the evil? Is fortune the evil? Come in the chat. Yeah, so that's all for today. And don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Any questions? And then the last verse of, and fear they will, my only love, and fear they will, well. and I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles. Yes, thank you for joining with us. Welcome to join. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Any question? Yeah, I think that's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.